Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your business to six figures and beyond. Pow! So I'm so excited to talk about one of my favorite, which is doing servicing fleets, having a fleet without owning it. That really excites me because there's a lot of opportunities when it comes to doing fleet sourcing. So what is fleet sourcing? So fleet sourcing is when you are not the owner of the fleet of cars, but you're connecting the owner of the fleet of cars with the government. So I'm going to give you 7 steps. Boom, 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 boom. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on what you can do right now to make that happen. Now, if you like my channel, make sure you subscribe and make sure you join me for my GovCon Lunch and Learn, which is every Wednesday. We're on this Wednesday. I'm going to give you a lot more than what I'm going to give you right now. I always like to say I give you like the eye level and the, when we talk about the eye level and the high level. So today I'm going to give you the high level, and at my GovCon weekly Lunch and Learn, I'm going to give you a little bit more of the eye level. So the first thing is making sure that you're registered in sam.gov. Very important. sam.gov, make sure you're registered. And then I would add NAICS Code 532111. This is the NAICS code for passenger car rental. So 532111, when I'm doing my sam.gov, if this is something that I really find myself interested in. So step 1, make sure that you register with SAM, and you might want to add in that NAICS code. And what I love is to make sure that I'm ready to partner with another company. Now, in Florida, this is very similar to what I know a lot of people have done, including myself. And we taught that to some of our students, and it's worked very well. So now that I've gotten my SAM and I've put in 532111, I've added that to my NAICS code, then I am going to make sure that I partner with an enterprise, a Hertz, one of those partner. Now I'm going to make sure that I get an MOU, which is a Memorandum of Understanding. Very important, because this is where all of it comes. I'm saying with this MOU that I am going to be able to be an authorized partner or an authorized person that is authorized on your behalf to negotiate with the government. So make sure you get that MOU, which is your Memorandum of Understanding. Now, the third thing I want to make sure that I do is make sure that I focus on doing my capability statement with adding in this information. Now, I am a believer in only looking at several ways, but when I teach my OBART system, which is my offer, buyer, avenue, this is my avenue. How do I plan on driving that car down that multi-leveled lane and knowing what is the best fit for me for winning government contracts? That's what my A is. My A is for focusing on the avenue. Offer, got that. And that's what I'm looking at. What am I offering? B is my buyer. But am I looking at offering by doing the middleman, which this is similar to doing that? And what is my A for avenue? How do I want to go about winning those contracts? Submitting those bids, being in the ballpark of playing, being in the game, shall I say. So I want to make sure that my capability statement actually goes into fleet sourcing. I would put in fleet sourcing and management, something I'd make sure I put in there in my CAPE statement. So I'm going to update my capability statement, create a new one so that it reflects that. Now, after I've done that, then I need to make sure that I understand what else are the steps that I need. So we're like on step 3. Step 4 is finding the bid. And I'm going to look in step 5 for the type of bid that I think is a good fit. Being that I've resided in Florida as long as I've been in the Washington, D.C. area, about 15 years, somewhere around in there. I go back and forth. I'm so blessed and fortunate to be able to have a home there and my business there as well. So I go back and forth, and I know that they have disaster response. And with disaster response, I can do these fleet of cars with disaster response, or I can do short term. So I can do seasonal, short term disaster response. One of my favorite things that I like doing when it comes to being able to bam, make that money. That's what I'm talking about. All right. The other thing I love is I want to make sure that I structure my contract with my prices, my pass-through pricing. So I want to pass the cost on. So I want to make sure I put in my admin. I want to make sure I put in my setup fee. And I'm going to make sure I emphasize in step 6 that I am not the owner of the fleet of vehicles, that I am the authorized connector, that I'm the authorized, I'm authorized. So I'm an author, like an agent is what you're looking at. That's where your MOU, your Memorandum of Understanding comes into play. So I'm going to make sure that I really, really, really emphasize this, that I am all about fleet sourcing and management and not the owner of the vehicles. Make sure you don't get any confusion on that. You don't want to represent yourself like you own it. Not a good look. You want to make sure that you show that you don't. Then you want to go into like step 7, which is making sure that you have the necessary insurance, license, all of that is secure. And you want to be listed as an authorized, probably want to say an authorized reseller. You want to be listed like as an authorized reseller. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps on what you can do right now to rent to the government without you owning one vehicle. Yes, 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 yes. Did it. It was a while ago. And there's so many things that I did in Florida. I didn't really think about it. We did like the Airbnb back then, way long time ago, by houses like in Davenport, Florida, near Disney Celebration, doing Airbnbs a long time ago. Didn't even think of it that way. So there are a lot of things that we were doing a little bit sooner than maybe some other, because we had a lot of disasters there. So I wanted to make sure that I put the steps down, easy to follow steps for you. Now, like I said, if you want to see me tomorrow, go into more detail on what that MOU is, how do you, what template should I use to connect with the actual individuals that are looking to give me the opportunity to do the fleet sourcing, and what should I really focus on with my capability statement, then make sure you join me for my GovCon, weekly GovCon Lunch and Learn. I love sharing this information with you. Bam, bam, have you in and out in a minute. And my goal is for you to learn something new every week so that you can make the money you need, which is my favorite, 6 figures and beyond, pow, in this game changer when it comes to federal government contracts. So look forward to seeing you. And until next time, be safe. Take care. Bye-bye.